On Sunday, May 29th, 2022, during a phone conference with Supreme Master Television team members, our most loving Supreme Master Qinghai graciously shared her wisdom while answering a question and commenting on some collected good news by the team.
Seems like the Democratic Party have become better, that they're handling something better. Is that so, Master?
They should be, they should be, because we also have some of our people in there.
Wow.
If you see anybody who looks good, bright, nice color, and says something good, does something good, then you know it's our people.
Yes, Master. Good.
So somehow it's a little more balanced than if they are not.
Okay, Master.
It's like that in this physical world. Do you see the symbol of the Tao in Asia?
Yes.
Tao is round, and then there's one part white, one part black, and intertwined with each other.
Yes.
So in the white, there's a dot of black.
Yeah.
And in the black, there's a dot of white.
Right.
So you see sometimes the Republicans also mess up and then influence other decisions, other members.
Yes.
Because of that black dot.
Understand.
Yes.
And then in the Democrats, sometimes you see some good decisions, some good handling of some situations. That's because of the white dot.
Right.
God doesn't let, even in this world, all completely dark or all completely bright.
Yes,
Master.
Yeah, thank God for that.
Yes.
Thank God for that.
Yeah, God thought of everything, not like us. We don't know what we're doing. Fumbling in the dark without even a flashlight. Within the black portion of the Tao, there's only one small dot of white.
Yes.
That's the symbol of positive energy.
All right.
Yeah.
And the black dot in the white part of the Tao symbol represents the negative power.
Yes.
So the thing is, it's harder for the positive power to fit that white dot, that small circle of positivity inside the darkness.
All right.
It's harder to work, but it's still something.
Yes.
Understand.
So now and then you will see a flash of some hope.
Yeah.
Right.
And then in the white part, meaning in the positive area of the physical world or the universe, there's a black dot. There are always some obstructions there. Both are balancing each other, though.
Yes,
Master.
Because in this universe, just to say, in this physical world, nothing works just as will.
Yeah.
The will of God is not always obeyed in this universe, in this physical world.
Yeah.
Therefore, you can see a lot of trouble and mishaps here and there, or war and famine and trouble, because of the negative, working inside even the positive area. So we see this world is not always happiness, even though it's supposed to be. We can make it all happiness with plentiful fulfillment and contentment, but cannot, because this world consciousness is not ready. So that's why we have war and we have violence almost everywhere in the whole world, even in the best countries, so-called best countries.
Understand.
It's just less in some countries, more in the other countries. And by the way, there is very sad news in America. A boy went into an elementary school and shot 21 people.
Yes.
That's right.
Earlier today, a mass shooting at Robb Elementary School in Uvalde, Texas, killing at least 21 people, including 19 children. The deadliest school shooting in nearly a decade, and the third deadliest in America since Virginia Tech.
The size of the devastation here, the number of lives lost, is very significant.
It's elementary age kids, 9, 10, totally helpless, totally harmless, the shot in their own classroom. That image should really burn in people's memory as to we shouldn't have to relive Sandy Hook.
Officials say the alleged gunman, Salvador Ramos, also shot his own grandmother before attacking students at the elementary school.
Law enforcement came in. They locked down the school really quickly, and they started evacuating children out through breaking windows and pulling children out.
We have a door in the middle, and he opened it, and then he came in and
he crouched a little bit and he said it's time to die. When he shot, it was very loud and it hurt my ear. When I saw the bullets on the floor, it was real. I was telling my friend to not talk because he's gonna hear us. The cop said, help if you need help. And then one of the persons in my class said help. The guy overheard and he came in and shot her. And then the cops barged into that classroom and the guy shot the cops and the cops just started shooting.
Mostly children, it's horrible.
Yeah, it's terrible.
And it's in a peaceful time. It's not like they have war or anything.
No.
And just for no reason even.
Yes.
So you can see this is the work of the negative.
That's right, Master.
Terrible.
Evil force, because there's no reason for the boy to do that.
Right.
Yes.
Right, yes.
I mean, he even shot his own grandma, whom he's been living with and was taking care of him.
Yes.
Yes.
And she looks like an ordinary grandma. It's not like she looks vicious or bad or anything.
Yes, Master.
And normally grandmas, grandpas, they spoil their grandkids anyway. They will not treat them harshly or anything like that. So there is no reason for that boy to shoot his own grandma.
Yes, Master.
So you can see clearly this is a negative force at work.
Yes, Master.
And the boy is also only another victim of it.
Yes.
I told you the black hole, so-called star that comes out, I told you it is a killer entity. I'm so sorry for these family members and for the innocent children.
Yes.
Just for no reason, they just die like that. Not even at war. Oh, it's terrible. This is the problem when we keep inventing these killing machines.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes.
In some countries, they forbid all these assault rifles altogether.
Yes. Yes.
And the trouble is less.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
We don't hear too much of the shooting at random or mass shooting like that. It's not the first time in America.
Yes. You're
Yes.
right.
The mass shooting is not the first time. It's mostly even started with the youth.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, not just like some crazy old man or grumpy, frustrated husband or something. Many are in school by the children. Oh, it's terrible. So my condolences to all the families for the loss of their precious children and the teachers as well. And condolences to America and the whole society. They have to improve somehow. Like this, everybody keeps shocking themselves to death. We can't continue like this. You see, in Switzerland, many citizens have a gun.
Yes.
At least have something like ammunition and guns ready
Yes.
in case of war. But they don't use it for this random violence.
Yes, Master.
You hardly hear anything like that in Switzerland.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Or maybe Finland, for example.
Yes.
They do have weapons in the house, but their mentality is different. They are disciplined.
Yes,
Yes,
Master.
Master.
They have higher consciousness. America is a mix full of everything. Some are so good, yeah, and they are very generous and kind. I think maybe they are the most generous people in the world in terms of charity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They help their neighbors, they help anyone in need, they help other countries, and that is a very good spirit of the United States of America. But on the other hand, they have other mixture of darkness.
Yes, Master.
They don't have enough discipline. They don't have enough control of their mind, some of them. So we have often heard of these kind of tragic incidents,
Yeah.
That's right.
which nothing can compare and nothing can repair. It's terrible, it's terrible.
Yes.
So if you really want your countrymen to have weapons, maybe for defending themselves, you have to see whether or not they're fit to be entrusted with that.
Yes.
Like in Switzerland or Finland, for example, they have armies, yeah?
Yes.
Yes.
They have weapons, but they don't use them at random for violence with no cause like that. So this is very difficult for Americans to decide. You see, at 18, you can buy a rifle already.
Yeah.
This boy, he just turned 18, he immediately went and bought it because he wanted it for a long time already.
Gosh.
Texas State Senator Roland Gutierrez says the shooter, quote, had no problem legally purchasing the assault-style rifles used in the massacre.
He went to high school here in Uvalde, and unfortunately, on his 18th birthday, he bought those two assault rifles that you're that you've been talking about.
This kind of mentality has been nourished
Yes.
by some dark spot of the society.
Yes.
This is deliberate. It's not like, okay, in one moment he got angry and then he lost it. It's not like that. He even asked his sister to help him to buy a gun the year before.
Oh.
Because he wasn't 18 yet.
Wow.
So his sister refused. And when he turned 18, immediately he carried out his wicked plan.
Wow.
Oh my God. This is truly the bad influence of the demons.
Yes, Master.
And killing children
Oh, shocking.
Scary.
Terrible.
so that they can eat. I told you already.
Yeah.
Yes.
They love children, the demons. They love to eat the spirit, the energy of the agonized children who die like that.
Oh, wow.
Understand.
Terrible. Even just some of them, they concentrate in some place and cause tragedy there.
Yes.
It doesn't have to be a lot like before.
Understand.
Before we had a lot more. So we have World War I, World War II,
Right.
and now maybe we are on the verge of World War III even, if Russia doesn't change.
Yes.
But you know what? Oh, I don't dare to tell you anything.
What, Master? Can you share it? Please?
Please, Master, if you can.
Let me think. Oh my God, let me think if it's beneficial.
Okay, Master.
Otherwise, we will know it when it comes anyway.
Okay, Master.
But I think Putin is dead. That's what it is. That's why he went to kneel in front of me and ask for forgiveness, because he was so scared of hell.
Oh, wow.
Okay. So anyway, he's dead. I don't tell you where he is now. Maybe I'll tell you later, okay?
Understand,
Understand,
Master.
Master.
But now the war is still going on because somebody is afraid to let the world know that Putin is dead.
Wow.
You see, so that's why there are some news, they make fun of Russia because they took many photos and films showing that the Russian president went to see the injured soldiers for the first time.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
But then some people spot it and say, no, this is the same guy from the factory somewhere, because they saw some spots that indicate it's not the soldiers at all. They're the same ones that he met some time ago.
Understand.
I see. Yes.
Not just the face only, but the clothes that they wear, there is something special on it. It's not a soldier's uniform, it's some factory people's uniform.
Oh, wow.
And then it has the sign still on the clothes. Same color clothes also, for example. And they make fun of him. They say he's staging it. Not, he's dead some weeks ago.
Wow.
When I told you about the kneeling, it's not that day that he kneeled. I
Understand.
told you about the vision from before.
Yes.
So I say I had the vision. I forgot to say how long ago, but it doesn't matter. Anyway, this I cannot prove to you. So you believe it or not, it's up to you.
Yes,
Yes,
Master.
yes,
Master.
We believe.
We believe you.
You can see why do they give an old picture when it's something so extraordinary like that, that the president went to see the injured soldiers for the first time.
Yes. Right.
And why couldn't they have a real picture?
Yes.
Yes, Master.
Something like that. They would let all the media know.
Yes,
Yes,
Master.
Master.
And it cannot be that they use the old photo for what?
Yes,
Yes.
Master.
And they say he even shook hands with the shoulders. No, he shook hands with the manufacturing worker a long time ago, some other time.
Yes.
This is just some physical hints.
Yes.
Yes.
I can't tell you anything because I don't have any evidence for you.
Understand.
Understand, Master.
And then also another thing is when the Finland president called him, so-called Putin, to say to him that we are going to join NATO. And Putin was very calm, no accusing, no threatening, nothing. Very calm and collected. I mean, through the voice.
Yes.
It was, like I said, quite calm and cool.
Did he say anything that did surprise you?
Actually, the surprise was that he took it so calmly.
And many other things, very suspicious. Like he sat together with the UN Secretary General at a long but round table. But the face is far away.
Yes.
And they zoom in a big face from some other conference. What else went on? So there are some good people working for the positive power in the Democratic Party. Same with the Republicans. There are some negative people working there. You can see very well. You can see who is who. If you watch the news carefully, you will know who is what.
Yes.
Yes, Master.
I don't want to name names.
Yes. Master. Okay.
I know exactly who is who.
Mm.
And of course, the positive people who work with the negative, you can see clearly their manner, their way of doing things, the way they talk is completely different from what you expect from other Democrats.
Yes, Master.
Yes, Master.
Same with the Republicans. They are still pursuing President Trump to no end.
Yes.
Yeah, and most of them, their faces are like stone or a very nasty face, very vicious face.
Yes.
Those who persecute him or who try to bring him down. Most of them stone face or very ugly face, very vicious face. Not friendly, not good, not bright in manner and in the talk, in the facial expression, physically even.
Yes,
Yes,
Master.
Master.
So there's always some hope somewhere, okay, huh?
Yes.
Yes.
Right, Master.
So the Democrat Party is not always all negative.
Yes.
Understand.
There are good people in there. There has to be.
Yes. Understand.
Otherwise the world would become worse.
Mm.
Or the Ukraine war would have been worse if there's no positive power helping. They're helping all the time still.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Is that all there is? Tell me then.
Okay. The first news, a Russian diplomat, Boris Bondarev, who worked at the Russian mission to the UN in Geneva, has quit his job in protest of the bloody war unleashed by Putin against Ukraine.
Good job that he quit his job. Some people have a conscience.
Yes.
Yes.
41-year-old Boris Bondarev forged a 20-year career in the Russian diplomatic service. Until this week, he worked at the United Nations in Geneva. He confirmed his resignation Monday in a letter posted on Facebook, saying, "Never have I been so ashamed of my country as on February the 24th of this year, the date Russia launched its latest invasion of Ukraine."
I, as a Russian diplomat, can no longer be associated with this. Ukraine is a pivotal moment, because when you have, when there is no choice after that, there is only one choice, is to leave, to quit. Yeah, the question is when and how, and well, but it's not to quit or not to quit. That's not the question for me. I kept repeatedly asking questions regarding what the final goal of all these things and why it should be done like that and not by the negotiating and some other peaceful diplomatic means.
What do you think the message is that people should read into the fact that you are resigning?
I think the message is that sometimes you must do something to be able then to look at the mirror,
It's very good, very good. And also there are some other regions, two lawmakers also asked Putin to stop the war in Ukraine. And immediately the governor told his guards or something to escort them out, calling them traitors, and threatened that he would deal with them as traitors later.
Yes.
Yeah.
Обращаюсь к вам. Леонид Юрьевич. Группа депутатов Законодательного собрания. Леонид Юрьевич, вы меня слышите? Несколько дней назад на очередном заседании Законодательного собрания мы приняли комплекс мер поддержки семей военнослужащих погибших, получивших ранения в ходе военной операции. Мы понимаем, что если наша страна не прекратит военную операцию, то сирот в нашей стране станет еще больше. В ходе военной операции гибнут и становятся инвалидами молодые люди, которые могли бы принести огромную пользу нашей стране. Почти 3 месяца, прошедшие с начала...
Леонид Юрьевич, раз мы обсуждаем повестку дня.
Что военным путем достичь успеха невозможно. Продолжение военной операции приведет к неминуемому увеличению количества погибших и раненых военных случаев. Мы требуем немедленного вывода войск Российской Федерации.
Юрьевич, я вам делаю предупреждение.
Мы требуем прекратить...
Вы вышли из повестки, из регламента.
Some brave people know the risk, they still do it.
Yes.
You can see these are from the positive side.
Right.
Yes, Master.
You can see their actions, their speech, their manner. Then you can see who is who. Even in the dark, there is some light.
Right.
Yes.
And in the bright area, there are some dark corners. You saw that now.
Yes, Master.
Yes, Master.
That is the meaning of the symbol of Tao in Taoism.
Yeah.
Understand.
Very good. Very good. Yeah, there are some more. But sometimes they walk back because they're scared. Like the top colonel of Russia, He went on TV and said that we're going to lose the war and Russia cannot win and the whole world is against us.
In an extraordinary move, a Russian military analyst and retired general told Russian state TV that the war saw no good outcome for Russia.
Ну как-то, что мы в полном геополитическом одиночестве. И практически против нас, ну как бы нам это не хотелось признавать, весь мир.
And some days later he walked back, he said, oh, Russia still can win.
Oh.
And so somebody maybe got hold of his wife or his daughter or something and say, you walk back or else.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
You live in Russia, how can you run anywhere? But good that he says something and everybody understands why he has to walk back.
Right.
Yes.
They will not criticize him.
Yes.
Yes.
It's not just this colonel that walked back on his brave talk, but some other officials also.
Right.
Yes.
They denied that they have asked the Kremlin to stop the war. They were supposed to have done that before, to have asked the Kremlin to stop the war in Ukraine, and later they denied.
Yes.
Yeah.
I guess the system in Russia makes people scared somehow. They can coerce them into saying anything they want, even though they had the brave spirit, but later something else clipped their wings, so they don't dare to continue their brave stance.
Yes, Master.
But sometimes something happens. In one of the interviews, one of the persons say on TV, you know what? Many countries are lining up, waiting to join us, meaning joining Russia, like the Russian Union again. So the host kind of sarcastically say, yeah, sure. Many countries are waiting to join us as we have no Visa, no MasterCard, no McDonald's even. I think they have had it, so sometimes they can't help it. They just spit it out. It's very funny. I think it's very funny Russian television. Normally they do not dare to, but recently, it leaked out here and there.
All right.
Yeah.
Colonel, this, official that, and lawmakers here and there, and the television host just spit it out like that.
A remarkable show of dissent against the invasion of Ukraine happening in the unlikeliest of places, Russian state TV. On Wednesday night, a Russian filmmaker said this to a pro-Putin anchor.
The war in Ukraine paints a frightening picture, and we should be aware that it has a very oppressive influence on our society, emotional. This is Ukraine. Whatever your attitude may be, it is something to which we are bound by dozens and hundreds of ties. It is where the suffering of some innocents is no compensation for the suffering of other innocents.
Of course, they are all humans, just like all the oligarchs in Russia, they have to work.
Right.
Yes.
They have to live, they have to survive there. They have children, they have grandchildren.
Yes, Master.
They have their lives, so they cannot just do anything the way they think they should. Still, some try.
Yes, Master.
Yes.
Even some soldiers refuse to go to war.
Yes.
Many of them like that. And the Russian court or government sometimes admits some, but the numbers are more than that.
Yes, Master.
They just admit some cases that they cannot hide. Other cases, if they can hide, they don't mention.
Yes.
Yeah, just like they say there are only 2 generals who died in Ukraine. Oh, just recently there's another one who already died.
Yeah.
And the estimate from Ukraine is about 30,000 Russian soldiers died there.
Oh.
Yes.
Estimate only, could be more.
Yeah.
My God, nothing has been so damaging like that before in other wars.
Yes, right.
Not so fast, not so many people died like that. Even in the Iraq war, only about 4,000 U.S. soldiers more or less died. And the Iraq war is about 8 years.
Yes.
And the total is only about 4,000. But that's a terrible number for all the families who lost their sons and daughters already.
Right. Indeed.
But Russia, now we talk about 30,000 in 3 months. Oh, this is incredible. This is like end of the war, Armageddon for the families already.
Yes, Master.
Terrible. If you have a brother or a son, then you understand.
Yeah.
Yes.
We can only imagine the pain they have to go through.
In Russia, they are grieving too. Mikhail was killed in action in Ukraine. Angelika is his widow. How many Russian soldiers have been killed in what the Kremlin still refuses to call a war? One family's pain is being repeated across the country.
Not to talk about the physical pain of the soldiers who languish with their injuries in the war, in the cold, and in the discomfort of the strange land.
Yes.
And some are shot by their own commanders, so they don't have to carry them when they retreat. Just shot them dead like that when they're wounded.
Wow.
And other soldiers lamented, say they could have been saved. They could still be saved.
Yes.
Like some are not badly wounded or anything. If they carry them home, they can take care of them.
Yes, Master.
I mean, back to their station. But the commander just shot them so that they don't have to take care anymore. They left them there.
Oh, God.
Пацаны рассказывали то, что они своих раненых добивали.
Так, это... Что значит добивали?
Ну, так лежит раненый боец, командир батальона, его хоп с пистолета, и все. Молодой пацан раненый на земле лежал, кто-то выходить может, тут нет, помогите. Кто-то его с пистолета застрелил, и все.
Так не один еще, самое важное. То, что их там было, да, подполковник ходил, то, что... Просто убил.
То есть можно было людей спасти, вывести как-то, оказать помощь, он просто взял их и застрелил.
Я живой, все в порядке, я в плену, мам, в Одессе. Мне грозит тюрьма, да, мне грозит тюрьма. Мы тут, мама, мы тут, короче, блядь, пиздец. Мы, блядь, тут не как миротворцы, как нам говорили, мы тут, блядь, оккупанты, людей убивали мирных. Мама, такой кошмар, просто кошмар. Нас много, ну, человек 20, наверное, точно, 15.
С твоей части?
С моей части только, мы все, что остались живы, больше нет. Блядь, мы фашисты тут. Мы просто тут фашисты. Мы тут людям такого наделали, это просто кошмар. Нас же дезинформировали, нам же, блядь, все неправду говорили. Говорили, что тут фашисты, блядь, и так далее. Мамы по мирным стреляли.
I wish all the mothers in Russia know this. How their sons are sacrificed for evil, for an indignant cause, for no noble cause at all, and die in agony or wounded without anyone taking care.
Yes, Master.
Anything else, madam?
Yes, Master. Lithuania is ready to treat wounded Ukrainian service members. The Lithuanian Defense Minister said on May 24th that in the coming weeks, Lithuania will accept Ukrainian soldiers for rehabilitation. He also said Lithuania will continue to provide training and military equipment to Ukraine.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Yes.
Blessed Lithuania. Yeah, some neighbors are very good, like Poland, Romania, Italy, even.
Yes.
They all help in, but just second best. Better than nothing.
Right. Yes, Master.
I don't know how long Ukraine can sustain this war. Because after a while, maybe people get tired.
Yes.
And not enthusiastic and not helping anymore.
Right.
And because of that, maybe Russia will take advantage. And I'm worried, but I hope Ukraine will win because they deserve their freedom. They deserve their democracy.
Right,
Yes,
right.
Master.
Yes,
They deserve their land, which they value more than their own life.
Yes, Master.
So that should impress everyone, even the enemies. But Russia still continues to make trouble like this. But I hope it will end soon.
Yes, Master.
Yes, Master.
We all hope.
We just pray for them, that's all.
Yes, Master.
Anything else?
Yes, Master. In an 80-minute phone call with Putin, France's President Emmanuel Macron and Germany's Chancellor Olaf Scholz asked him to release some 2,500 defenders of Mariupol's Azovstal steel plant, who were later taken prisoner by Russia.
Yeah.
They asked Putin to hold direct, serious negotiations with President Zelensky.
And then?
The French and German leaders also insisted on an immediate ceasefire and a withdrawal of Russian troops.
Yeah.
That was 2 days ago.
And then what happened?
So we don't know of updates on that.
What did so-called Putin say?
He didn't say anything, not that we know. That
Is that a video conference or just a talk?
we don't have footage of that, just talk.
Okay.
Interesting. Yes.
Yeah, so now he's calm. He talks to whoever wants to see him. He's very calm. And he doesn't talk on video. Okay. Oh, it's good. I told you, even if some so-called Putin talks, even in his own body, that is some possessed spirit. Not real.
Yes.
Because I know where he is.
Yes.
I saw it.
Understand, Master.
Understand, Master.
I tell you when I tell you.
Okay, Master.
I'm sorry. I'm also tied hand and foot.
Yes, Master.
I understand.
I am not allowed to say, because if I say things, then the negative will find other strategies to defeat it, to change it.
We understand.
Yes, Master.
To change it, to make me look bad and to defeat the purpose.
Yes.
They're always around. Yeah. Just like the black in the white and white in the black.
Understand, Master.
I'm always watch with eagle eyes.
Yes.
With hawk eyes.
Yes.
Anything else?
Yes, Master. More meat and dairy farmers are turning to vegan farming. When UK farmer Lawrence Candy lost most of his cow people to bovine tuberculosis, he decided he would no longer send animal persons to slaughter. He decided to instead concentrate on growing cereals such as oat, wheat, barley, and broad beans.
Wonderful. We'll buy it from him if we can. Bless you.
Yes. He has also been working with a Scottish organization called Farmers for Stock-Free Farming, which has been set up to support meat and dairy farmers who want to transition to animal-free agriculture.
Very good. Excellent.
Yes.
God bless.
It's very good.
Thank God for that, and we pray for more.
Yes.
Yes, Master.
Because that's the only lasting solution for survival for our planet, people, and our beings on it.
That's right.
That's right.
The way we're going, if we don't change, we will destroy ourselves. We will. Through the hands of nature.
Right.
Yes.
You can see there's flooding, unprecedented floods or landslides, hurricanes, storms, earthquakes, everywhere.
Yes.
Yes, Master.
Not even one day that goes by when you look in the news that you don't see any disaster or some killing at random or war or famine everywhere.
Yes, Master. That's right.
Not even one day that we have true peace on the planet.
True, Master.
Yes.
I mean, we all die one day, perhaps, but we didn't have to die this way.
That's right.
Yes, Master.
Yeah.
Not agonizingly by pandemic or strange disease, uncontrollable sickness, incurable disease or disaster, war or famine, not like that.
Yes.
God did not intend to give birth to us so that we can die in such a horrible way. We make ourselves die in such horrible ways.
Yes, Master.
Yes,
That's
Master.
true.
We cannot blame anything. We can't even blame the enemies. We attract them. We invite them into our world, into our lives. So we really destroy ourselves with our own ungodlike quality of daily activities and daily mishandling of each other and of other species, like animal people, and even the forest, the jungle, nature itself. We destroy them, we destroy everything, and then, of course, we destroy ourselves, because that's the outcome of destruction.
Right.
Yes, Master.
Okay, you know that. I don't want to keep repeating the same thing again. But it's not all for you. It's for the world to remind them.
Understand,
Master.
Most compassionate Master, your benevolent presence in our world gives us hope and a clear vision of the paradise that humanity could create, one of pure happiness and joy. We pray that God's love and wisdom brings out our innate courage and sense of righteousness for the protection of all beings. May people's consciousness soon be uplifted, bringing brighter and more positive days and putting an end to all wars and cruelty through the support of the plant-based diet. We wish Precious Master robust health, peace and safety with the kind help of all heavenly protectors. To hear more of Supreme Master Ching Hai's thoughts on these topics, as well as an interesting story about an Aulaxese or Vietnamese king and the positive effects of hunger, please tune in to Between Master and Disciples at a later date for the full broadcast of this conference. Also, for your reference, please check out the previous related fly-in news or Between Master and Disciples conferences such as Fly-in News, Treasure Others' Lives by Making Peace. Only peacemakers can go to heaven. There are no excuses for invading a country. Positive changes in the world in support of Ukraine. Representatives of the positive power are beneficial to humankind. The bigger you are in society, the humbler you should be. Forgiveness dissolves vengeance and brings world peace. World leaders must protect freedom and democracy through action. Between Master and Disciples, governments worldwide must stand with Ukraine. Powerful countries must be courageous and help Ukraine. Heaven is aiding Ukraine in the war between good and evil. Supreme Master Ching Hai's thoughts on the urgent situation in Ukraine. The world left Ukraine to fight alone. Inspiring good news in support of Ukraine. Big powers did not keep their promise to Ukraine. The united spirit of the Ukrainian people shines before the world. Ukraine's noble willpower is stronger than Russia's force. Two friends. To believe in humanity and goodness is to help each other.